back to the LifeScope channel. On your way in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Special prayers go out to the family of the precious baby who lost their life trying to enter into this world. According to a lawsuit filed last Wednesday, a doctor used excessive force while delivering a baby, which caused decapitation, the family's attorneys alleged. Jessica Ross and Trevian Isaiah Taylor Sr., the baby's parents, appeared at a news conference in Atlanta where their attorneys revealed that they were suing Dr. Tracy St. Julian and the Riverdale, Georgia hospital, where Ross gave birth to her son on July 9th for medical malpractice. Atlanta is located 13 miles south of Riverdale.
This is one of the most sad, egregious, and horrific situations that I've ever seen.
Inside Southern Regional Medical Center 1 month ago, lawyers say a couple was preparing to welcome their first child into the world.
But unfortunately, their dreams and hopes turned into a nightmare that was covered up by Southern Regional Medical Center.
Lawyers say Jessica Ross went into labor for 10 hours on July 9th. When complications arose, they say the doctor did not call for proper emergency procedures in a timely manner, calling the doctor negligent.
For applying ridiculously excessive force on the baby's head and neck.
Then lawyers say Ross was moved to get a C-section.
The feet came out, the body came out, and there was no head.
After, Ross was not allowed to hold her child, only view him from behind the glass, according to her attorneys, who say the hospital tried to cover up what happened to her baby.
Up to that point, they had encouraged the family to, hey, just have a cremation done. Oh, no, you cannot do a autopsy. Well, if you want an autopsy, you have to get it paid for you by yourself. You're not entitled to that.
Ross's attorneys claim she didn't learn of the injuries they're now describing until 3 days after she gave birth. We reached out to the hospital for a response to the lawsuit, which says in part that it denies the allegations and says the doctor mentioned is not an employee of the hospital. The hospital also says its heartfelt sympathies go out to the family.
So this is the picture of the doctor in question, and people for the last few days are giving her bad reviews based of the alleged act. Now I'm saying allegedly because they are still investigating, but there is no way to get around the hospital trying to cover up this horrible situation. If it wasn't for the funeral home telling the parents, they probably wouldn't have known.
I've seen almost everything, and I won't say that no more because this was something I had never seen.
In mid-July, Sylvania Watkins at Willie A. Watkins Funeral Home in Riverdale received a baby's body from a nearby hospital. It didn't look right to have come from a hospital and not the coroner. He called the family and quickly realized.
They didn't know. They did not know.
The parents did not know the boy's true condition. His body was detached from his head.
And seeing the pain and anguish as if like, what really just happened? Your heart goes out to them.
It was then Watkins knew he had to alert authorities. His next call, the Clayton County Medical Examiner, who now has urged the Georgia Composite Medical Board and the Secretary of State's office to investigate 3 specific doctors and the nursing staff at Southern Regional Medical Center. The family has since filed a lawsuit against the hospital and medical staff involved in the birth.
It was just horrible, despicable, terrifying.
Kimberly Seals-Allers is a maternal health advocate and executive director of Earth, an app that turns Black and brown birth experiences into data to spark change. Here in Georgia, in 2022, state data shows Black infants are more than twice as likely to die during birth than white infants.
When we see systemic issues like that, this is a cultural problem, and these are the things that need to be rooted out, not just at this particular facility, but out of healthcare providers who have grown to dehumanize us and our infants.
Seals-Allers says change in birthing rooms starts with speaking up. For Sylvania, initially speechless, he found his words.
When you see wrong and if something you can do to make it right to a certain degree, you got to speak up. You got to speak up.
The fact that the hospital didn't go through the coroner's office and sent the baby's body to the funeral home themselves, according to the funeral owner, seems like they were definitely trying to cover up the situation. Imagine not knowing the cause of death of your child. Now, in the graph that was showing the infant mortality rate in Georgia, where it said that 12.2 of Black babies die during birth as opposed to white babies at a rate of 5.4, is this the main reason why? I wonder how many other babies endured this type of trauma that we don't know about. So we have to wait and see how this lawsuit is going to work out. Will the hospital try to stonewall them for years, hoping the couple doesn't have enough money to keep up the suit, or try to do right by this couple that lost a child they were waiting on to come into this world? Let me know what you think, and don't forget to like, watch, and subscribe. Until next time.